Welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today is Friday, March 6th, 2020. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Let's get on with our space weather update so far. Taking a look at our solar wind speeds, well, they're kind of low right now, coming in at 367.4 kilometers per second with a density of 8.7. Our sun is blank again. That's 33 days consecutive now without sunspots. 49 days in 2020 without sunspots. That gives us 74% of the year thus far. So solar minimum is continuing. Low sunspots, low solar activity, and we are heading now almost 34, 35 days in a row, which is a pretty long streak. We haven't seen anything, I don't think, over 36 days without sunspots in quite some time. So this is definitely a long stretch of time without sunspots. TCI dropping a little bit to 3.90, and the KP indices coming in at 2 with a 24-hour max of a 2. We are expecting some kind of solar activity, though. We have a coronal hole that will be pushing solar wind towards Earth by March 7th, and also we have a weak CME. Earlier this week, March 2nd, NASA's Stereo spacecraft saw a faint coronal mass ejection billowing away from the sun. The slow-moving cloud could hit Earth's magnetic field on March 7th, bringing enhanced magnetic field capable of sparking Arctic auroras. Excuse me. So, a slight chance that we could see an issue, a very minor issue at that too. So, nothing really major to worry about. No G1 geomagnetic storms or anything like that. Just some very, very light solar action heading our way. And for those of you who would like to see what is going on the sun right now, well, here we go. Not much to talk about. We're blank for 33 days. That streak looks like it could continue. I'll go ahead and zoom this part in right here. This is the overall look at the sun, the backside. So, no, my arrow's not working. Well, forget it then, huh? Or is it? There you go. All right. No, it's not. Well then, I was going to point it out, but you guys can see at the bottom where the 0 is, that is Earth facing. So go up to the center of that image, since my arrow is not working, and that is Earth facing at the 0 spot. At the bottom and in the middle, just combine those two, that's where we would be affected by the sun should it have had a coronal hole or sunspot. But if you guys can look here, there's no bright activity, nothing to indicate that we are looking at another possibility of some sunspot. So silent sun, solar minimum, that will continue at least for the next 6 to 8 days in the foreseeable future, unless we just get some kind of rogue activity that pops up. But I want to point out as well that we had some bright active regions a few days ago that were beyond the eastern limb, and once they were becoming Earth facing, you notice that the weaker magnetic connection also weakened those bright active regions and they fizzled out. So no sunspots to talk about right now, and it looks like it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. As for weather here across the pond in the European nations and UK, well, waiting for the radar to, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. All right, so rain across France and Germany and Hungary, United Kingdom. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what the forecast says for you guys. Right now, today, a few fog patches at first across England and Wales. Many places dry with sunshine. Feeling a little bit milder than yesterday after a cold start. Scattered showers in the west. Tonight, mainly dry with clear skies across many central and eastern parts of the UK. Clouds increasing in the west with outbreaks of rain and drizzle later on tonight. And then on Saturday, rather cloudy with outbreaks of rain. This heavy and persistent over western hills. Windy, increasing with coastal gales in the west. And while we're talking about the UK, I want to happily report that David Birch, the Starman, is recovering just nicely. I actually saw him on Twitter yesterday. I got to speak to him briefly. I'm sure he's going to be taking it slow, so he's not back all the way just yet, but it was really nice to see David back at it yesterday, putting up posts on Twitter, talking about weather stuff again. So we are very, very happy to report that David is on the mend, and hopefully he'll be back to his normal self within no time. So there's a bit of good news there. All right, let's check out the lower 48, folks. And what I want to show you is the radar in motion. So we've been talking about this particular storm system on GFS for quite some time. The March 6th, where I thought we had a possibility of even picking up 1 to 3 inches. And, well, let's just say this. I will give you the updated forecast from AccuWeather. I usually get the amount of snow that's going to fall, if there is going to be any snowfall. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Today, high of 44, but snow and rain coming in late this afternoon. And Luna wants to join in on the show. Thank you, Luna. So nothing really to worry about as far as snow. We're talking about 1/10 of an inch here in the Northeast, maybe a 1/2 inch overnight tonight here in the Northeast. As temperatures will drop into the 20s. 38 degrees in my neck of the woods, and after that, spring's here, guys, believe it or not. But so right now, really not much to talk about here across the United States. Yeah, this radar sucks. Some rain in Seattle, some snow showers also in higher elevations. That's it, guys. It's been pretty quiet, and we need a couple quiet days, honestly. So let's take a look at a couple of statistics on our weather thus far. And here we go. All right. We are working to get there, folks. Yeah. All right, so the wind chills, not that bad. And then far northern plains, -9 degrees in parts of Minnesota, near 0 in Wisconsin. The rest of the country faring out pretty nicely. The frost freeze line probably going to look a lot different than what we just saw here with the wind chills. And yes, the South staying pretty warm. Most of us in the Midwest, the Plain States, and the Northeast still looking at freezing temperatures in the morning, but nothing crazy. High temperatures across the United States today. Well, looks like it's going to stay winter in the Northeast and in the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valleys, but the rest of the country looking rather mild. Surprising to see just 40s and 50s and 60s for highs in the South after the kind of weather we've experienced down there lately. And then we will have low temperatures tonight. Boy, this thing's acting really slow. Pretty cold. Teens, 20s for the most of us here in the Great Lakes and in the Northeast. The rest of the country, even down in the South, guys, we're looking at 30s for our low temperatures in parts of Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Mississippi, and Louisiana, and maybe some high 30s for Texas and Florida. Yeah, it's supposed to be getting really warm. We're approaching the spring break season, guys, so keep your eyes open for that. So what is NOAA saying for the next 3 days? Well, here's today's map. Mixed precip in the Northeast, mixed precip in the Northwest. Cold front dipping way low south. You see that there on that boundary. And then we go for Saturday. Quiet again for most of us across the United States. Northeast quiet. The South is quiet. The Northwest, well, some chances of mixed precip and some light rain showers on the coast of California. And then we head into Sunday. Showers across the Plain States of the United States. Mixed precip to the north. And quiet once again for the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and the Northeast and the South. So 3 days of some quiet weather here. Folks, that is very well invited for us as far as what we've seen this winter, the rain, but that's not going to last for too long. And I'll explain just real quick. So let's take a look at our GFS outlook, shall we? Here's today. There's that snow that's coming in right now in the Northeast and Ohio, just some light snow showers, nothing major, not even a coating for some of us, folks. If you live in Western New York, you could possibly see a 1 to 3 inch scenario. That's it. Nothing major on this. There's that dry weather, high pressure dominating the United States on Saturday. Northwest looking at some snow, off and on showers again. Same for California as we head into Sunday. That snow moves a little bit further east, but really weakens a bit when it's in the U.S., strengthening a lot in Canada. So snow for you guys. Light rain and snow showers developing on Monday as this next low pressure system treks across the country in through the Ohio Valley into the Northeast. This is all going to be rain for us. Maine, you might see some ice and snow mix, but the rest of us will be seeing rain, and temperatures really are going to favor that too. March 11th, we have a minor disruption coming through. Temperatures dip slightly below freezing in the Northeast, just long enough for some snow showers on the 12th. not expecting anything more than 1 inch to 2 inches at this point. And then that system moves off, and we have our next system right behind it in the four corner states, bringing more rain to the south, and then by the 12th next weekend, more rain to the south, rain to the Ohio Valley, rain to the northeast, snow in the higher elevations. And then right as that system takes an exit, another system in Texas, a low pressure system, forming once again by Monday, March 16th. Rain in the south along the Mississippi, Tennessee Valley, and Kentucky. And then another larger system begins to get its act together by midweek, again affecting Mississippi, Kentucky, Tennessee, and the Ohio River Valley. Heavy snow to the northern Great Lakes as this system treks across the south, more rain for them. And then by the time we get to March 19th, March 20th, which is the weekend following next week, more rain to the south, Mississippi Valley again, Ohio River Valley again. Snow to some of the northern plain states, but this is going to be a light event, maybe 3 to 5 inches in some areas. Nothing major here at this point. But we are going to have to watch the Ohio River Valley, the Mississippi River. We could see some serious flooding here by the end of March, as we got 2 or 3 good systems that it's going to move through here, the south, that will bring plenty of rain. And a lot of the snow is wrapped up for most of us. The northern plain states, the northwest, those are the areas that are still hanging on to old man winter. But the Midwest, the Northeast, really it's just, if we do get any kind of weather, it's going to be that raw 40s, rain, wind, chilly. It's nothing going to be too crazy. But the good news is that the temperatures are improving as well. We're seeing more 50s and 60s popping up all over the United States as we head towards the end of March. So for those of you who are ready for spring and tired of this snow and cold, rain and ice, we've got you covered. Hopefully soon, by the time we get to April, we'll be talking about more spring-like weather. But the concern is going to be now from here moving forward is how much rain are we going to be getting, and when is it going to be suitable for farmers to really get to work in the fields? I have heard reports that farmers in Oregon are starting to plant. I don't know where. I think the Northwest has been pretty doggone soggy over this past several months. So we'll continue to monitor the situation. As soon as we start getting updates from the crop reports that we are working in the fields, we'll start reporting those again on Wednesday on the evening shows. All right, guys, have a great day today. We are planning a call-in show. We haven't had one in a couple weeks. We are finally at a point where we should do one and can do one, actually. So 9 p.m., all you YouTube members out there and Patreon members, you will get the phone number, and you can call in and ask questions about anything GSM related. And yes, we will be touching base with the coronavirus update as cases have soared through the United States. Yesterday, over 100 new cases were reported. So we will continue to watch that as well. Until later tonight at 9 p.m., guys, we will talk soon. Take care.
Do you like this show? Give us a thumbs up. Want to support us more? Share to your favorite social media platform. Buy a t-shirt or become a Patreon. All links are in the description below.